Once again, I welcome you to this lesson. Teacher Agaba Kosma. I teach physics and mathematics. Last time, for the part of Senior 5 Pure Mathematics, we looked at trigonometry, and in that lesson, we looked at quite more things in addition to what we have looked at in the lower levels, specifically O level. We looked at the reciprocals of the trigonometrical ratios of the sine, the cos, and the tangent. And the last exercise I gave you, I got more replies from the students, and I was able to see that the majority of you were able to understand. Nonetheless, if you still have a challenge, you will still contact us. The contacts, we shall get them shortly before the end of this lesson. In that lesson, we are looking at important notes as far as this trigonometry is concerned, and we finished the first note, the one that was giving us those reciprocals and much to do with the trigonometrical ratios. Now, the second important note that we are going to have for this lesson is that all positive angles are measured anti-clockwise from the positive x-axis. All positive angles are measured anti-clockwise from the positive x-axis. i.e., given any angle as shown, this is our x and this is our y. Our angle is given at this point. This is indicating 60 degrees. The positive x-axis we are referring to is this, and the anti-clockwise direction is the reverse of how the tip of the clock moves, which is this one. So therefore, this angle, we move from here and we go in this direction. So if this is our angle theta, so our angle theta equals, from here to here is 90 degrees. And since this is 60, then it means this angle is an angle of 30 degrees. So we add there 30 degrees. And when we get 90 and we add there 30 degrees, it gives us 120 degrees. This is our angle. We can also measure this angle. We use the opposite direction. But when we do that, we assign it a negative sign. So this angle can as well be this one. We begin from the same positive x-axis, but we use the reverse direction, which is the clockwise. So this angle already from here to here is 180 degrees. Then we shall add there this 60 degrees. So also our angle theta can as well be the negative of 180 degrees plus 60 degrees, and that angle will become negative 240 degrees. 120 degrees is the equivalent of negative 240 degrees. This means This means 120 degrees is equivalent to negative 240 degrees. We have seen. We can have an example number 2. Maybe if we call this one example A, we can have another example of another angle. Yes, we have that angle. I want you to try and do that angle. I know you have where you're writing. Please write it down. Try to allocate. Which angle is that? When you try to follow the previous example. Use some seconds to try it on your own. There is 30 degrees here. Okay, thank you for trying. Let's do it together. So, we look for the positive x-axis, which is here. Then we move in anti-clockwise direction until when we get the line, which gives us that angle. So, we move, and that's our angle. So, if this is our angle theta, so theta equals, from here to here is 180, then we are adding that a 30 degrees. So that is 180 degrees plus 30 degrees. That is our theta, and this becomes 210 degrees. We can use the clockwise direction. So that is our angle from here to here. This is 30, meaning here is 60 degrees. And from here to here, we all know it very well. It's an angle of 90 degrees. So therefore, this theta can be negative 90 degrees plus 60 degrees. And that one gives us negative of 150 degrees. Similarly, the way we had 120 equivalent to negative 240, this means 210 degrees is equivalent to negative 150 degrees. We can do it more and more and more. Maybe one angle. Yes. So 210 degrees is equivalent to negative 150 degrees. We can do more trials on some others, and by the end of this chapter, we are going to understand a lot and how these things are connected in your schools. They have always given you exercises, or even the teacher asks questions and you respond to see to what extent you have understood. This is virtual. But I request, make it not just virtual. Let it be practical so that we can have that interaction. Then the learning will continue. Try this activity that I am giving, and please give it the best of your time, and then you will reap a lot. So this is the activity that we are going to do. Do it. Don't copy from a neighbor or another person. Try to do it on your own. If something challenges you, then we can see how we help you through some of our platforms. So the activity this is our activity that is going to help us understand more about how we locate angles and how we calculate them. Part A, determine the angles which are equivalent to the following angles. The first one is the angle 45 degrees, the angle of 150 degrees, and the angle of negative 30 degrees. Part B, using the angles in A, complete the table below. We are completing this table. We have the angle 45. Then here, for you in your table, you are not going to put 45. You will put the angle that is equivalent to 45 that you got from this part. So 45, you put there that angle that I don't want to say, but you know it. 150, then the equivalent angle. Negative 30, then its equivalent angle. Then you are going to fill the cosine. So what's the cos of 45? Press the calculator. Make sure your calculator is in degrees. Press the calculator, get the value of the cos of 45. Then also, you can take it to 4 decimal places. That one of its equivalent, and finish that column, even for the sine and for the tan. You can handle all of them to 4 decimal places. Then after that, I want you to make analysis. In science that you are studying, we are good at making analysis. Make analysis of the information that you get. Check what's there between the cos of 45 and that one of its equivalent. What's the relationship? What's the similarity? What is the difference? That's what I want you to tell me, so that I am very sure that you understood. And if you have a challenge, also tell me. You get up right here. This is the information concerning our consultancy. We are called Back Science Education Consultants. Our contacts are right there. +256 788 205 343. +256 705 346 625. Our email address is agawakosma@gmail.com, ambassadorosbat@gmail.com. The most important is you can get us via YouTube. We have our channel where all this you find. A friend could have sent you our video, but you have the channel, the Back Science Education Consultants. Like our channel, subscribe, share, so that others can benefit from that information. Our numbers right there. You can find us on WhatsApp. They are there. Get us there. We shall share a lot. Please feel free. Just give us a phone call. You are not going to regret. Thank you for choosing mathematics as a subject in your combination. Thank you for choosing a subject that is going to make you love yourself, love more the world, and explore a lot. Thank you very much. May God bless you.